Hello, everyone, and welcome back to season three of the Good Poets Gaming Podcast. We are on episode two, and me and Poetic are joined by Lazy Gamer Official. Lazy, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I hope you guys are well. Thank you for having me on.
It's an
Well,
Appreciate
thank you
absolute
for
pleasure,
being here,
mate.
man.
It's an absolute pleasure. But yeah, just gonna kind of start off. You guys all know the drill. We're gonna go through content creation. We're gonna go through gaming, and then we're gonna end on some quick fire questions. But first off, Lazy, what's been going on in your life recently? Anything you want to kind of go through with us or talk about, or any games you've been playing lately?
Ooh, uh, my life is kind of boring. Uh, as a security officer, it does not. I mean, on that side, sometimes it gets interesting,
Mm,
but boring at
Yeah,
the same time. You know what I mean? It gets dark. For 12 hours a day. Um, yeah, married man.
nice.
12-hour shifts as a security, and I try as much as I can to fit in as many streaming hours as I can on TikTok.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
We're going to touch upon that in a
yeah.
bit because I've got some questions I've always wanted to ask you on that.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I guess who is lazy in a sense? Like, what made you start gaming? All that stuff.
Oh yeah. I believe this was like around 2002. Could be like 5 years old,
Hmm.
6 years old. My father came back from Amsterdam
Yeah,
from a work trip, and yeah, he brought back something called a Nintendo 64. I was like, what the hell is this? And he brought back Super Mario 64 and
oh,
Skateboard
classic.
Kids and Donkey Kong 64. All these games, as
64.
a 6-year-old, I don't like. I knew of Super Mario, sort of.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
knew of maybe Donkey Kong, but I never thought what I never knew what I was getting into, basically.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, that was sort of my journey. My first ever game was Super Mario 64, which till this day,
That's
if
the
anyone, yeah,
that's my first ever game as well.
oh, it is, yeah,
Oh
sick.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
So like to this day, when everyone asks, when anyone asks what my favorite game would be, just for like, because I can't pick a favorite. It's like asking me to pick a chocolate bar from the shop. Like pick
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
thing, and I can't do that. So I would just always go for that bias. Obviously nostalgia bias, just to say that Super Mario 64 is my favorite game because it's my door to gaming.
Yeah.
And even then, it's an awesome game as well. Like it's not just
Yeah, no, it's a
nostalgia; it's a
brilliant
fuck
game.
bloody amazing. Just the vibrancy and just the world and just
100%.
w- uh, the worlds it took us as gamers into. So I really, yeah, that's. I know it sounds like so annoying, like oh, you're trying to be interesting, but that's probably my favorite. My favorite.
You are interesting, lazy. Don't put yourself down.
No, 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 not me being interesting, but yeah, Super Mario 64 is probably for me my favorite, just for those reasons.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm,
yeah, and that's what led me into the love of gaming.
Mm.
Yeah,
nice.
Nice, nice. Okay, so we are gonna kind of talk about your content creation journey,
yeah,
which I am like. I think I suppose jealous is the wrong word but I'm fascinated by because obviously like it's difficult to kind of not get caught up with numbers and stuff like that.
of
But
course.
you started after me, and I think within about 2 3 months of you starting, you had overtaken me in like
Mm.
followers and views and everything. And I was kind of looking at it and going, "What's this kind of special concoction he's thought up here?" Because like, but the thing
Yeah,
that I found was every video you were doing was great. There was no good
Yeah,
video. There was no kind of subpar. Every video from a purely as a viewer, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but as a fan of yourself as well, you know,
yeah.
watching your content, it was really really great. Everything that you did, from my point of view. So just kind of touch on that. How you kind of got into content creation and where you want that to go.
Oof. First, I want to appreciate what you said. That means a lot.
Mm.
Um, that means a lot coming from you guys. It means a lot coming
Oh,
from you
Yeah,
thank you.
guys. Because I see your content as awesome as well. As soon as I did see your first videos, you
mm,
guys both have two
Hmm.
unique styles, both of you, and I really appreciated you both for how your
cheers, man.
angles and the content that you did go through. So I just want to clear that and put that out the way. And
Cheers,
um,
man. Means a lot.
We'll
I do
clip
want to
that one.
clarify that my videos are not great at all,
Nah, they are,
um,
man.
especially how I started. Um, I started with no capture card, no nothing, and I would just be doing random memes. The same sort of memes that I did see other content creators within the same bubble do. So
Yeah,
like
Yeah,
so I learned that I learned that you can use CapCut to use a green screen video format
yeah. That's what
and
I started on as well.
create a caption, boom boom. And yeah, I kind of got addicted to that, but also I was bored at work. So this was a whole month. So this was a whole month of every day I had the same routine at work,
yeah,
and it was actually a personal routine. It wasn't even for the company or anything like that. Like
Yeah,
I was sat behind a desk, I was at a reception desk, this, that, and the other. Well, I was as a concierge anyway, and I would have the whole day literally just working around the premises, working
yeah.
around the routine of the premises.
yeah,
And it's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet. That's when I started my. That's when I started the channel, and because I was because I was really thinking, I was like, this can't all be it. You know, I should be
yeah,
shooting for something. I should be
Yeah.
shooting for something here. So anyway, I started with this. I got inspired by seeing other people's game collecting videos, and they're going to CEX, they're picking up their hauls and
yeah,
etc. like that.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a collector. I'm not much of a materialist kind of guy. Not to say materialism is bad per
Hmm.
se.
yeah,
Just say I'm not. I don't focus much on materialistic stuff, but I do like to share things. I do like to share things.
Yeah.
Um, what's good again? I hope I'm not umming and umming
No,
too
you
much
no,
on
no,
the
no, no, don't,
podcast.
no, don't
crack
worry,
on. You're
man.
good. You're good.
um, so yeah, I just kind of started like that with green screen videos and CapCut. I would also do series as well. So I would pick a game that I have never played before. So
Mm.
whether that was a specific whether that was a Prince of Persia game, or whether that was any type of game that I thought that I'm too late to the party on, I would
Yeah.
research
Mm,
about the game beforehand, make a video about it, make a fun fact video. I would call it a lazy review sort of
Mm.
type of game, make like a lazy review.
yeah,
And um that's like me learning about the game in preparation for what I had later on. Meaning
Okay.
I'm gonna get a capture card, and at some point I will go through this backlog, this big stretch of backlog.
yeah,
I had the PS2, but after the PS2, I didn't have a PS3. I didn't have a PS4. So and
Right.
I had the Xbox 360 at some point within there, and then an Xbox One S somewhere within there, and then I
okay,
had nothing again. So
Yeah.
I've missed out on so many games
yeah,
that I could have played from start to finish.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Um, but yeah, I would have, yeah. So I missed out on a lot of games that I would have played completely, but I had played at friends' houses or cousins' houses here and there, and you know what I mean. So I
yeah,
knew things, but I didn't know the complete things. So my curiosity and my yearn for more gaming, or getting back into gaming at my big age, um, came back at that desk, and
I like it.
well, yeah, I was gaming before that desk, but streaming the games and getting
Yeah.
back into the games that I had missed came from the desk. And yeah, we are where we are, and um, it got and then that's when I got my capture card. That's when I started focusing more on the streaming side of things,
Yeah.
because I thought my front facing camera kind of videos, or my like my front facing camera kind of videos weren't making the hit, and they were just kind of too hard for me to hook people in.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, obviously, if you don't get me wrong, there's a manipulation tactic on hooking someone onto a video,
Yeah,
And I'm not
100%.
saying I'm not saying I'm an innocent victim, but it's hard for me to manipulate. It's hard for me to catch that hook and to retain the attention, and that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, I started just be myself as long as I could be myself on a stream, on a constant stream, and if people can come in and give me that maybe 10 seconds or maybe a minute, if they've got nothing to
Yeah,
do when they're scrolling down the stream, they're curious about the game, and then maybe personality and maybe whatever it is, maybe other people in the chat, and then that could help to maybe scale somewhere, and then from there I can
yeah.
take it. That's yeah.
I I quite like how you, because a lot of people would shy away from the thing of like the kind of the hook, and what
Mm,
you kind of touched on there is that we are doing this for ourselves, but
yeah,
at the end of
mm,
the day, if, and I'm sure this goes for everyone, if we
mm,
had 20 videos in a row that consistently got 0 views, it would affect us. And people could say, "Oh, I don't
yeah,
look at the numbers, I don't look at this," but it would
mm,
affect you. So
you're right.
we are always trying to hook people in, whether that be, like, I don't know why, but my thing started being my
Mm,
hands. I talk with my hands, so I start a video going, "Hiya guys," like that's just my thing, and I don't know why, it just is. But I think if you can find that thing, it does serve you a lot better. And you kind of
mm,
touched on that you've kind of tried a few different things, and you've naturally kind of fell into the live streaming.
mm,
So
yeah, yeah,
fair play for, like, figuring a few things out and going, actually, that's not really what I want to do all the time. I'm going to focus
yeah.
on this, because that can be
mm,
quite difficult to do, I find.
Yeah, it's sort of like a battle of the ego as well.
Mhm.
It's like
yeah,
you like to say, because there's a lot of content creators would say, "Oh, I do this just for fun," and I'm. But then you see their attitude change when they don't see growth.
Yeah,
You see the attitude change.
yeah, yeah,
But yes, it is for fun. Don't we should never forget that the start of your journey is because it's an innate enjoyment for you
hmm,
to do. Otherwise, you're digging yourself into a pit of mud. But you're trying to create something that you love, that you like. But the way to scale it is through the means and the tools that you do have to scale it into something that can grow into its um its potential, well, the potential that you have
100%.
for it. So yeah, you have to look at it sort of business like,
Yeah,
sort of like a project without losing yourself,
yeah,
without changing yourself, and focusing that. That's why even if I have like 2 viewers, for example, 3 viewers, I'm still at it, I'm still gaming, I'm still
that's it.
there, I still exist on
yeah,
screen there.
Yeah, that's it.
A lot of people, they die out on streaming. They die out. They're like, bro, look, I did 12-hour shift, this, that, whatever. Why am I wasting my time? I'm sacrificing my family time, sacrificing other time from here and there for 1 or 2 viewers. I say to myself, there's people with 0 viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
yeah,
I scroll on for FYP sometimes, and I see, oh, this is a new streamer. I haven't seen him, or he just popped up, and I check. I'm a curious guy. I like to check. And
Yeah,
sometimes I see a zero view or 1 view or 2 view. I'm like, he's still going at it. At some point, if
yeah,
he keeps going or she keeps going, um,
yeah,
it could ever just grow. Now, I would never
hmm,
say keep doing the same thing. That's losing, or that's not losing. Sorry, keep not keep doing the same thing. That's not
allowing you to grow.
allowing you to grow, and that doesn't feel natural for you. Because
Yeah,
then that's when you're gonna start getting issues up there. You're gonna start
yeah,
like
like
being
burnout.
paranoid, and yeah, burnout, and you're gonna
yeah,
start like, blaming others, start blaming everything but yourself, and then TikTok's the problem, and etc. And yeah, it's happened to me when you're saying, "Oh, TikTok's demonetized this or that or whatever." We try to like get anything to alleviate some of the responsibility.
oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's one of them ones. TikTok is like one of those things that you have to keep being yourself, keep being natural, keep being genuine, keep being yourself.
Yeah,
Otherwise, the numbers, as you said, can take you away into being someone that you didn't want to be, someone you
100%.
didn't
yeah,
know you're being as well, because you can get carried away with it.
Yeah,
And I've seen it a
that's it.
lot. I've seen it a lot on this app.
I think the thing that I always think is like, and Tell me if I'm not. I don't know if you do this as well. Do you post your short videos across different platforms?
I used to.
Yeah.
I really did. I got really. Oh, sorry. Did I cut you?
No,
Sorry.
go on. You're good. You're good. Carry on.
Yeah, I really did. I used to copy and paste. I used to copy and paste even the captions. The
Yeah.
hashtags you couldn't as much because
Yeah.
YouTube would corrupt them in some way. They would fuck them up. I don't know if you
Mm,
don't if you realize if YouTube on purpose they'll ruin your hashtag.
yeah.
Anyway, sorry, don't tell YouTube. You can censor YouTube's name out if it flags up for. Yeah, I used to do it from Instagram and YouTube. The beginning of my journey was difficult as well. I didn't have a capture card. I had a laptop, but I would be filming from my phone. I'll be filming
Yeah.
from my
Yeah.
phone, and this is a new phone. I had like a 13 Pro Max with a cracked screen and everything. And I would prop it up onto books facing the TV, and I don't know, my earliest videos were RE6,
Yeah.
and then RE7.
Yeah, I
Uh,
remember those.
sorry, my bad, RE6, so Ada Wong and Leon Kennedy, and I would prop them up there, and I would just I'll shut the door because my wife would be cooking or she'll be doing something or whatever, and that's after work. Have 1 hour of filming. Imagine 1 hour footage on my phone, and no nothing, just playing, recording at the same time,
Yeah.
and that recording I would snip it up into parts for TikTok and full version for YouTube. Try to create a thumbnail somehow. I never done one in my life. Try to create some sort of thumbnail, and yeah, and the funny thing is, yeah, the less quality videos like those, even till now, they're still getting likes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's RE7,
That's the surprising thing.
there's
Yeah.
RE6, yeah, Resident Evil 6 videos of like just filming what Ada Wong was doing or whatever. The whole thing, the whole series, the whole 1 hour gaming session.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking enough, and I kept everything quiet as well. So
Yeah.
it was
I
just
feel
that
like
TV, yeah.
there is that kind of like transition, isn't there? Because like I remember my
Mm,
first videos, it was like you said, the cap cut memes, and then I did a little bit of gameplay, and
mm,
then after maybe about 4 months,
mm.
I voiced over a video for the first time because I was like, no one's gonna want to hear a high pitched scouser, um, and then as time went on, I think I don't know what happened, but I think I just kind of went fuck it and put myself on screen, and that's when the like not necessarily the videos started doing better because some of my best
Mm,
videos are the old memes that I've done,
mm.
um, but the connections started happening. Like I'm fully aware that if I decided never to put my face on screen, this podcast wouldn't exist
Oh
because
yeah.
Poetic
Yeah,
wouldn't know who
probably.
I
Yeah.
am, and you wouldn't know a face to the name, and it's one of those mad things. But little segue. Speaking of names, Poetic has a question for
Oh
you.
my
Yeah.
god.
Do you know
Sorry,
what?
that
And
was
this
cringe.
is one. No, no. This is one that I've always wanted to ask you.
Yeah. Okay.
And I've had to stop myself from just coming out and asking you. Why Lazy Gamer as a name? Considering, yeah, that you are probably one of the hardest working people like I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, right? And like before you answer, one last thing.
Yeah.
Like in the nicest possible way. Like I can't scroll on TikTok in the evening without seeing you on live.
Yeah.
And yet you're like call yourself Lazy Gamer. So where does the name come from, and why is it such a opposite to who you actually are?
Because I'm so lazy. I swear to you, it's as simple as that. I'm like a cat. Yeah, I'm like a cat. You know, when you
Yeah,
try to approach a cat, it doesn't really move until you almost touch it, and then it just moves. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I'm like that.
I love that.
I'm, I'm like that. So it's like, yeah, I push myself through
Mm,
things, and I look like I'm not
yeah,
lazy. I even started the gym since from September. I started the gym, so I even put that into my schedule. 2 hours into it. I mean, of gym in the schedule. But it's the fact. I think when I just lock in,
yeah.
I naturally just get not fixated, but I naturally get um this hyper tunnel vision
Focus. Yeah,
focus.
hyper
yeah.
focused. Yeah,
Yeah, my goal this year is to not get focused on one thing. Uh, well, that's not like my New Year's resolution. It's not this year thing, but since September last year,
Yeah,
sorry, is okay. I told myself I'm gonna start the gym,
yeah,
but even when I
Yeah,
was going to the gym before, like that was all I was thinking about: protein, this, that, calories, and
yeah.
macros, etc., and hitting heavy or whatever it is. Last September, I told myself if I do start, it's not to the detriment of TikTok. It's not the detriment of this and that and whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
And w- an example, and the reason, an example as to why uh, I call myself lazy is because I kind of fell off in October, November time. I kind of like I wasn't doing the TikTok thing as much. I did play Ghost of Yotei during Yotei during during October. I did
Hmm.
play
yeah.
it
I was
during
gonna say,
October.
think it was October.
Yeah, I even platinumed it. My first platinum, my first ever
Oh,
platinum. I was like,
Oh
congrats,
wow.
man.
Yeah,
thank
fair
you.
play.
Felt good.
I'm
And
I'm
we played.
currently working through that.
Yeah, on
Yeah,
Yute. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The typhoon kicker took me ages because I left that to the last one. The typhoon kick.
Really?
I had to go searching for someone on a hill to typhoon kick them off the hill. But anyway, aside, and this was on live, by the way. Um, um, yeah, September. That's when I finished my Marvel DC series, and then I played
Yeah,
Detroit Become Human. That was a good month still with the holiday as well. November. October, yeah, October was I think the month I felt like I just couldn't find myself to get back more
yeah.
than I mean as I used to. So which was like 3 times a month. I did it 3 times a month in October, and then I used Ghost of Yotei to kind of like regularly stream, but even then it was like twice a week. It was like
Mm,
twice a week then.
But
Yeah.
but that's still an impressive work rate. So
yeah,
I
I would
guess,
agree.
For me,
I,
yeah, I'm a daily guy, so yeah, I didn't see it like that. But for me, it's like I feel like, and then I started getting demotivated. You know, when, like, for example, when you stop something that you were really passionate about,
yeah,
Mm,
and it's not that I wasn't unpassionate. It's just the laziness and the focus on the gym
yeah.
and the work and other factors perhaps led into the fact that okay, cool, I haven't got time. But then but then uh, as Poet said, you see me any minute of the night on live. It's like one of those. It's like one of those moments. It's not that I was feeling dispassionate about TikTok. I just again that fixation, that drive was focusing somewhere else
somewhere else.
by
Yeah,
itself.
Yeah,
Uh, and I told myself that I need to from there from October I told myself no I need to stick to doing many things or not you can do I kept reassuring myself you can do multiple things and excel in them incrementally at the same time
yeah.
without
yeah.
yeah that's it
Do you
because
want to? Do you want to know what's?
yeah
Sorry,
good
go on.
no good I'm good.
No, I was going to say, do you know what's funny? I kind of faced into that myself.
Mm,
Surprisingly, around November time, so around my birthday, and I was like, look,
mm,
there's a lot of stuff I want to do, like, and so I was like, I have to also reassure myself that I can do all of these
mm,
things and I can do them well because I
Hmm.
have done them well in the past.
yeah exactly.
So yeah, I completely sympathize with that feeling.
Yeah, it's the curse of being a perfectionist or having some
Yeah, I
sort
guess
of
so.
it's
Yeah,
not good enough standard. It's never a good enough standard. So
Yeah,
when you were saying good game, then your videos were really good. I couldn't believe it. I don't believe it of myself.
yeah,
You know, no, I could believe it, and I appreciate you coming, and I believe you. And honestly, me when I look at myself, when I look at my own content, I'm like, like I like how how the content's progressed and evolved and become
yeah.
more refined. Maybe has a bit of more of my taste, lazy taste, or whatever it is.
Hmm.
Back in the day when I was finding
yeah.
myself, I was like, I'm just trying to do something, trying to make a drum like a beat. You know, I'm trying to make a drum beat and a guitar like sting. You know, but
Yeah,
trying.
no, I'm
But
completely with you with that. Like, it's like
yeah,
me and Poetic were talking before about like content and stuff. And what
mm,
I've spoken about it on the podcast before, but what I used to do is I would sit here on a Sunday and I would record 7 videos with my
Mm.
camera, and then I'd schedule them all to just go up. But I realised recently that I was missing comments, I was missing the retention, and I
Mm.
didn't feel like in that community. So I thought, let's just try, and this is last weekend, let's just try this week. Go back to how I used to do it on my phone, one video a day. Like, I don't have a
Yeah.
video ready for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I will record that tomorrow and upload it. And I found my views have gone a lot better. I'm enjoying it a lot more. And sometimes it is about taking that step back and going, it's hard for us to do because I feel like we are all perfectionists, like you said, but just taking that step back and
Yeah.
going, this video doesn't need to be perfect. I just need to try and hook people in, make it a little bit funny, and have a bit of value. And if you
Mm.
kind of stick to that 3 things, hook, funny, value, I feel like you'll do
Yeah.
all right.
Oh,
It's all relative as well, isn't it? Because like,
Mm.
if I have a month where, because when I first started, I would have a month where every video got 5K views.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
But
nice.
if I look at that now,
Yeah.
like my videos average about 500. So
Mm.
some days I'll have 200, some days I'll have 1,500, some days I'll have
Mm.
800.
Mm.
But
Mm.
if
Mm.
I
Yeah.
kind of look at a video and I'll go, oh, that's got 200 views, I could go, that's terrible. But if it's got
Mm.
50 comments,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
exactly.
the level of engagement to views. I
Yeah.
would much prefer that than getting a million views and one comment,
One
because
comment.
it
Yeah.
shows me that people have actually engaged with it.
Of course, and that's what I don't understand by from TikTok. I'm like, they want retention, they
Mm,
want they want engagement. Once you have 200 views and you got 50 comments, the ratio is good,
yeah,
right? Like,
Yeah.
why don't they shoot? Why don't they pass off the video even more? Why don't
I
they
know
throw the video out? And out?
it's
That's
so
what I don't
strange.
understand. I think it's they
Yeah.
want. I think when you're a new creator like us, like when we started out and stuff, hitting 20, 50, 70 views or like 100 views and then 200 views, they're still just trying to get you to pay for that promotion, get to
Oh
pay
yeah,
for you.
Yeah. No,
They're
100%.
forcing, and they've got a lot of people, man. It's obvious.
oh yeah,
They've got a lot of
100%,
people, man.
Yeah.
um,
100%.
yeah, it's like me. I started it. I think for you said sorry, for you yourself, you said you started and you in the first month you were getting around 5K views.
Well, I think
They threw you in the they threw you. They gave you a touch of like touch of
fame, 5 minutes of
fame.
fame.
They gave you that like,
Yeah.
oh, you're doing good, Dan. Yes, keep going. Us, yeah. Well, me, fucking 20 views, 50 views, and like constantly me told you're shit. You know.
Yeah. Well, I was I, I don't want to say that I was lucky, because
No, no.
I'd like to attribute some of it to I was fairly okay. But I niched in on a game called Hell Let Loose, and this is no word of a lie. It's pinned on my TikTok. I
Mm,
started my channel on the 31st of December,
Mhm.
2023, 4,
Yeah. No, I think
2020,
three.
2023, because I just hit 2 years. And I genuinely think my most viewed video, still to this day, I posted on the 16th of January 2024. So
mm,
I think it was like my 30th video is
mm,
my
mm.
most viewed video, and I have
Awesome.
never been able to hit it since.
No, I didn't mean to say you were lucky. No, you earned that.
No, 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 no.
But
I
when
know you didn't mean
but
that.
but us young fish in the TikTok scene, it's like when TikTok they want you to they want to try to see who they can get to pay for their way up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They will do it, but no, you're not lucky whatsoever. That's full
I
credit to
appreciate that.
you. Full credit to you, you're a good game, Dan, and you are where you are for that same credit. You know what I mean? Same goes to you, Poet.
I'm getting you on the podcast
Thank
again,
you, man.
Maisie. This is class. This I'm enjoying this. um,
Yeah.
right. Sorry. Next question. We're still only on content creation, but it's all good. Oh God,
Yeah,
voice
man. It's
crack.
grinding.
So we kind of touched on this more, but I'm going to kind of spin the question a little bit. So the original question was, how do you come up with your ideas? But I want to
Mm,
kind of go more into your short ideas and your live streams, do you plan that all out? Do you meticulously, because you said you're a perfectionist,
Mm.
or is it more kind of like I fancy playing Dark Souls now, and you'll just kind of go, I'll play this till I've finished it. What's your kind of process for making the content?
I'm a perfectionist, but I hate planning. I'm one of those
Okay.
guys because I
Yeah.
know when I create a plan, there's something gets out of the plan, and it starts playing games in my head.
Hmm.
I'm this type,
Yeah.
type of guy when something goes off plan, I'm like, oh, what do I do? I start like to freeze up. Well, not that dramatically, but um, yeah. I mean, w- I have like a loose sort of plan, so I don't really want to like make anything concrete or whatever. But like for
Yeah.
example, the Souls marathon that happened on impulse, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that impulsive idea, I mean, I liked that impulsive idea and I kept it.
Yeah.
I kept it, but I didn't change it. I did not change it. A lot of people told me because I started with Bloodborne, but not many people know I started with Bloodborne because at that time I didn't really have many viewers
Yeah.
jumping in and stuff like that. So, but they started coming in during Demon Souls because that's when I was raging a lot. Um, I hate that game with my heart. Um, but a lot of people, when I was getting towards Dark Souls 1, 2, they would said, "Oh, do Elden Ring next. Do Elden Ring next. It's doing numbers. It's doing." I can't do it. I cannot facilitate just for numbers or thing. If I have a plan, it's a plan, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
care about the numbers. I was enjoying the Souls marathon. Firstly, I'm shitting myself every boss fight,
Yeah.
every try, and the vibes are good. And luckily, I ended up with a very very cool, chill, uplifting, pure-hearted bunch of community. A
Yeah.
bunch of people in the community. They always jumping in the live, and that's not my doing. That's literally I always see it as luck. I always see it as luck that the community that I
No.
did make or that was created in the channel.
Yeah.
I just got lucky with it. They're
You
No.
not
Do you
rage
never
know what?
you
baity.
never
They're not
got
rage
lucky.
baity. They're not like toxic to you. They're
Do
not
you,
like
do you want to know? Sorry to cut
yeah.
you off, yeah,
No, you're
but do
okay.
you want to know what? Um, I don't think it's luck, right? So, um, I watched one of your. I was sat there watching one of your lives, right?
Oh,
Um, on
sorry.
not on my other on my personal TikTok account, right? And someone gifted you like a galaxy or something. This was like a couple of weeks ago, right? And then you stopped and you're like, oh my god, like, and it like you could tell that you were like so happy and so like it was a genuine place of like shock and stuff. And I was like,
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
do you know what? Like, I could tell this is you. This was you. And I was like, do
yeah.
you know what? One, you deserve that 100%. But
Oh, thanks.
secondly, you're the type of streamer that people would want to support,
Yeah.
right? Because like every view, every comment, like you were engaging with people, like you were like, "Oh mate, how long time? How have you been?" Blah blah blah. Like, and I was like, you know what? If when I start streaming,
Mm,
you're the type of streamer that I would like to be like. Same with you, Dan. Like you
Oh,
both
thank
have such an like you create a community where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna go and hang out with Dan, or I'm gonna go and hang out
mm,
with Lazy for like a couple of hours and see him play. But like we're gonna have a conversation about life, about all
mm,
of this stuff. So I don't think it's luck, man. I think
no,
it's genuinely down to the type of people you both are. So yeah, like luck, yeah, luck doesn't play into it because it's so easy for someone to just scroll past like after
yeah,
a few seconds and be like, nah, do you know what? Not for me.
yeah. I
Yeah.
appreciate your words, honestly. Thank you for it, honestly. That does mean a lot. That does mean a lot.
We're gonna start
Um,
crying on this podcast, I
oh
swear.
man.
Like,
Well, I
The
cried
most
2 days ago. I cried 2 days ago on live after AC Embers. Yeah, so I'm not crying again this week.
yeah.
bless you.
um, but no, yeah, I just want to say, um, for your podcast, Dan, was awesome as well. I think I caught you were doing a charity. You were fundraising for a
Oh, on
charity, right?
to oh that seems like ages ago.
Yeah,
My
you've
for
you've been on to new things now, man.
Yeah,
Awesome.
for special effect. It's something that I want to do
Yeah,
again.
it's awesome.
I'm quite lucky in that I don't know if people know, but I would probably will from the last podcast. But I work in a school, so I'm
Yeah.
quite lucky that I get these little pockets of time where, like, in the
Mm-hmm.
6 weeks holiday, my fiance will be in work and
Mm-hmm.
I'll be off. So
Yeah, yeah.
once, like, if I can get all the housework done in like 3 hours, there's still a good like 5 hours to do content and chill and So my this is a bit of an exclusive.
Oof,
Depending
okay.
if certain goals are hit, when
Mm,
I'm off for the 6 weeks, there may be a 24-hour live somewhere in there. If if
Bloody
if
hell.
certain, I'm not
beautiful.
going to say what the goals are, but if certain goals in my head are hit and the timing is right and I can get my life to be allowing for it, then it will happen. But
Beautiful, beautiful.
yeah,
No, I totally respected it, man. I totally respected the fundraiser, what you did there. You were
yeah,
shouting out. I forgot who you were, who
it's
what
special effect.
special
Um,
effect.
what they do is they're absolutely amazing. I'll shout them out. I'd love to work with them again if they ever wanted that. So what they do is for people with who are less able than us, who have certain
Mm,
disabilities, they would adapt video game controllers or adapt consoles to make them accessible. So there are certain ones where it'll be almost like a microphone, and if you blow into
Yeah.
it at certain frequencies, it would determine what happens in the game or how fast the person moved, or like you've seen loads of like people playing Fortnite with the mouths and things like that.
yeah,
That's more than
Yeah.
likely special effect or a charity that's similar to them. But they're
That's
absolutely amazing.
good
that
guy,
is
Dan.
brilliant.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Total respect for you, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I love
appreciate
that.
it.
That was sick.
Have you got another question,
So
Poetic? Yeah.
yeah. So we kind of touched upon this. But in terms of your streams and stuff, how do you how do you decide what you're gonna play? Because you've done the series, and then I think right now you're doing Assassin's Creed, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, yeah.
But how do you actually decide? Like, is it random? You're just like, do you know what? Today I feel like playing this, or
Oh no, I would always think in advance. So like I said, I would like with like I would say Assassin's Creed. I decided to do that probably 2 weeks before I even started
Mm,
okay,
Assassin's Creed. So I'll be playing a game. For example, I'm playing AC3 now,
yeah.
and I've already planned if I'm going to play Neo 1 and 2 after I play Red Dead 1
Oh, you heard it
after
here
flag
first.
after Black Flag. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Even though AC3 and Black Flag they were not part of the Ezio collection thing, but how I
Yeah,
usually plan it. Sorry, how I usually plan the games is I don't like to just do a random game here, 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 here. Here. I don't like that. I like to make a series out of something, sort of.
yeah,
Not
Mm,
intentionally the fact that it's a series, but just the fact there's a theme. There's a theme to for an, if there was a new viewer to come in, they can enjoy that theme for a longer stretch of period of time. So like
yeah.
Souls
That's clever,
Marathon,
smart.
it wasn't even intentional like that. It's just the way I'm organized in my head. It's like making folders in your laptop.
mm,
When you make a folder
Yeah, I
and you
like
put
that.
things in a folder,
yeah.
everything's like sort of organized in that sense.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah,
I viewed the streaming. I would hate
I
my
like it.
OCD to play something, stop for maybe 3 hours. Oh, I want to play this now. I can't do it. I have to
yeah,
finish what I start, and that's what people say as well. That what you're already on AC3? I just left you on Brotherhood. Like
yeah,
stuff like that. But it's because I just have to finish what I start. Have to finish what I start, and I just
Yeah.
keep going in like
yeah,
that. But yeah, it's so the genre or the theme or the style of the game, the games, they would be impulsively decided. So I'll think about them. If I like it, boom, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. Even
cool.
in the
Yeah, yeah,
order it is, I wouldn't like even in the order it is. If it's like a collection or something, and there's like sequels, I would say go one to the last, one, two, three, four. But if
Hmm.
not, I would just like I'll mix them. I'll just decide in my head which one I start with and which one I would end with, like the Souls games or the horror games or stuff like that. There's not really um it's more how much I want to play it, if you know
I'm
what I
with
mean.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
How much I would want to
yeah,
play it. So for example, I really want to play Dead Space remake, and that's probably that's a inspiration as to why I wanted to start streaming Dead Space remake. Random, I know,
Oh, nice.
but again, I was at work and I was on YouTube, and I was banging out and binging the channel. What's it called again? It's called what's it called again? Damn,
Go
Game
on.
Ranks. Game Ranks. They have
Yes.
the
Yeah.
yes,
Game
yeah,
Ranks. They have a series. Some before you buy. Yeah, before you buy. That's it.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah. I like
and
those.
I would binge those games, those videos, and I fell onto Dead Space remake, and I don't know, something clicked, and I was like, I want to start like recording gameplay and blah blah
Yeah,
blah and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like if I had done it with Black Myth Wukong, you know what I mean, it would have been awesome because that was probably my first Souls-like game, if you consider it a Souls-like.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was my first Souls-like game ever. I never played a Souls game ever, and I didn't know it was a Souls game until I started playing it, and then I clocked, oh shit, and I was really good at it. Something I never thought I would be good at. That's why I've probably stayed away from these type of games. And Black Myth Wukong and Dead Space were two main reasons why I started live streaming. Black Myth Wukong being the fact that I wanted to share experiences. I was here
Yeah.
celebrating
I
by
like it.
myself. Imagine I
Yeah.
was I was in my room celebrating by myself. Sometimes I'd run to my wife and I'd be like, "You spent 4 hours on that boss," and she's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, cut
Yeah,
onions for
I
me,
know that
cut the
feeling.
cucumbers." I'm like, "All right, cool." Um, yeah, and Dead Space was just that game that was I think for me told it reminded me I got a lot on the backlog as well. It reminded me big
Yeah.
time I got a lot on the backlog because it's a remake of something that's more classic, and
Yeah.
um yeah, and I bought that game 1 year before streaming. Before streaming, yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
mad.
Yeah,
Nice. I
I
love
bought
that.
it 1 year before streaming, and yeah, that started for me.
It usually is a certain game, isn't it? Like for me, it was Hell Let Loose, and I was playing it,
Yeah.
and anyone who doesn't know Hell Let Loose, it's a war game, but
Mm.
it's just it is built for funny things to happen. Like because it's got proximity chat, you'd be talking to someone
Yeah.
just genuinely like, oh, how if people have role play, so it'll be like, how's the war going, brother? You know, and all this. And then next minute you'd be talking to, and you just hear ping, and then you'd never speak to that person again. So it was
Mm.
like, oh my god. And I was kind of like, if I got that on video, like that's something I would have liked to watch because the conversation was quite naturally funny. So you can't just
Yeah.
go, yeah, all right, let's have a go, let's put these up, and then you kind of like, oh, this is something I could actually do. But
Mm.
I think we all kind of be in agreement that when we started, we never really thought it would become this much of our lives, really.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It's mad, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Um, shall we go on to the gaming section now? I mean,
Yeah.
we touched on a few little bits anyway. Um, my question for this was all about Dark Souls as the why Dark Souls, but we've already answered that.
Mm.
So Poetic, if you want to kick us off, and I'll take the last question, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, cool.
So what is your favorite game to play on and off stream?
My favorite game to play on and off stream. I wish I had an answer, but I sort of have a half answer for it.
That's
Um,
fair.
Cool.
We love half
uh,
answers.
99% of the time I can't game off live. I haven't got the
Really?
time. Yeah, I work a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Commitments here and there and
Hmm.
stuff like
Of
that. So I
course.
find it very hard to to game off stream, which
Yeah.
yeah, it's quite annoying because yeah, They're quite annoying. It is what it is because I hit like 5 birds and 1 stone streaming. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
like I play the games, I have fun, I'm growing the TikTok at the same time, and whatever it is anyway. But occasionally, me and my cousin, we would like co-op Black Ops or
Mhm.
co-op FIFA seasons. That's
Yeah.
literally it.
Yeah.
Well,
Seasons of
okay.
Black Ops, literally as mundane as that.
Yeah.
But we'd
I
have
like it.
such a fun time, such a fun time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. That's a little bit like me. I like my game away from streaming is Football Manager at the
Football
minute.
Manager, yeah, yeah,
Because you can play that just sat down watching telly with your laptop. You don't have to really be. It's not
yeah,
gaming really. It's analytic
yeah, yeah.
simulator
Yeah.
really, isn't it?
Mhm.
Um, okay, so my one now is in a similar vein, but your favorite gaming memory.
Ooh. Immediately, Ishin came to mind.
Shit, I
Uh,
don't know that one.
uh,
What's that?
it's the final boss in Sekiro.
Oh,
Final
okay.
boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has like what 4 phases. Oh my god. Um, that's up there, man. That's really up there, and probably it's recency bias. I'm trying to
Mm,
think of any other gaming moments. I think the gaming moment, yeah, I would say Ishin from Sekiro.
yeah.
Um, first of all, we had like 100 and something people on the live then. Oh my god, it was
Mate.
amazing.
Oh
It was
wow.
so like the vibes, everyone was going crazy. Everyone was going.
Yeah.
I was fucking shit myself. Um,
Yeah.
I
I would be
tried and I
too.
tried and I tried and I tried, and then I said, guys, this is the last try of the night. Imagine,
Ooh.
last try of the night. Fed up. I'm like disappointed, but I'm fed up.
Hmm.
Um, and I'm tired from like hours
Yeah,
of
of
trying.
course.
Imagine people leaving and come back. Oh, you're still on Ishin. Shut up. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm still on, still on Ishin. And I had no healing whatsoever. So there's like
Oh,
sugars and stuff
mate.
like that where you can use
Yeah.
to your advantage or to regain stamina. I got nothing, zero everything, zero. Everything's done. I got no revival, nothing. I have 1 HP left. Honestly, I'm 1 HP left. But I have it recorded on TikTok as well. It's on TikTok. There's a video.
I'll have to
Um,
look it up.
it's somewhere I don't know. But what was I saying? Yeah, I had 1 HP left,
Hmm.
and then there's a counter attack called the Mikiri counter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and with this boss, if you get close to him, he's got some really long staff, like the Burj Khalifa. So he's a really long staff, and he swings it around, so you can't really get close to him as much.
Yeah.
Like if he's not open, in the
Yeah.
sequence. So I have to wait for him to come to me. So I'm running around this grass plain with flowers and stuff like that. I'm running, running, running. And he's like following, and then somehow I stop. He opens up for the Mikiri, so he tries to like hit me. I go in for
Mm.
the Mikiri counter. I put it down. And that feeling that oh my yeah, like it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was just that moment was crazy for me. It was like like that is why I stream. That's why I started the stream. That
Yeah,
was
Oh,
yeah, of
like when I was
course,
playing
yeah.
Wukong, when I was playing Black Myth Wukong, that was the pinnacle of what I wanted to have in streaming is that
Yeah.
collectiveness, those vibes, the electricity in the live. Like you can literally feel it. It's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, and
That's as good an answer we're gonna get to that. I think
Yeah,
that was
I think
that's
so.
perfect.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah.
yeah, that was it.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. Okay. We move on to gaming hot takes. So, Poetic, do you want to say yours first, or do you want me to go first? And then Lazy, you can follow up with one if you have one. If not, it's fine.
I hope so.
Why not? I'm gonna yeah, I'll go first. So my gaming hot take is that in previous few years, right, we've seen a lot of people go, do you know what? I'm just gonna get a PC, PC Master Race and all of that stuff. But I feel like now it's gonna go in reverse. A lot of people that have just gotten a PC and stuff are gonna be like, actually, do you know what? I'm gonna go out and get a PS5 or an Xbox or a Switch.
All right.
Mm.
What do you
Okay.
think?
Those PC guys are gonna justify the money. Firstly, they're never gonna go back to console. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Or they already do have a console.
Well, see, the reason why I'm saying that, right, is because
Yeah.
one, RAM prices are going up, right? Like 32 gigs of RAM, you can buy a PS5.
Okay. All
Like,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
and that and stuff. And then
Didn't know that.
GTA 6, right, is coming to consoles. I reckon that
30 FPS.
by the time it comes out on PC, right, the minimum specs required to run that game on PC are going to be so high and so expensive. People are going to be like, well, I need 32 gigs of RAM, which is going to cost me £300, but then I also need to buy a new CPU. I might as well just buy a PS5 or Xbox Series S because it's half the price and I will get to play the game. And that's where that take comes from.
That's awesome. I didn't
Yeah.
bloody think about that. GTA fucking changed the game. There we are.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I think PC. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. You're good. You're good. Crack on.
No, I'll say the PC gamers they would incorporate PS5 into their life, but I don't think they would confirm a Switch over. Apart from if it's just for GTA or for those reasons, compatibility reasons. I think.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, it's not those PC gamers like they're a species, but
they are different species.
Yeah.
Trust me.
They're
I
awesome,
remember
they're
when I
awesome.
got my PS5 Pro and I was posting like my reactions to like the improved graphics and stuff, and every comment was like,
PC.
"Is this guy serious? Like, you should have got a PC, blah blah blah, like all of this stuff, right?" And then in my head, I'm thinking like, one, I've got a gaming PC. It's not great specs, right? But I do have a gaming PC. But like, I sold my PS5 and put the money towards getting the PS5 Pro, right?
Yeah.
But I still have a PS5. If I was to do that the other way around, I would have to spend more money to get a graphics card and stuff, and then I won't have any games to play, right? So it's like, well, it's all well and good saying get a gaming PC, but like that's going to cost me 3-4 times as much as the PS5 Pro. But yeah,
I think the way
fitting
to
it as well.
go, the way to go is a gaming laptop like I've got. I think that's the happy medium, and I'm happy. But I do agree. I do agree with your take, Poetic. But I
that's the
genuinely,
first.
yeah. I didn't think about what a like grasp GTA 6 has on like the monopoly of like consoles, because like
Yeah.
if Rockstar came out and said, right, GTA 6 is going to be exclusively on Nintendo Switch,
Oh yeah.
everybody in the world who is a gamer would buy a Nintendo Switch if they didn't already have one. Like it's just even if you're, I think to an extent, even if you never played GTA, you're gonna buy GTA 6 because it's gonna be more than like it's a piece of game in history almost. If that makes
Yeah.
sense, I feel like it's gonna be
And
that big.
I've already said that I'm. This is gonna sound crazy, but I'm genuinely gonna buy it twice. I'm gonna buy it physically, right? And I'm not gonna open that, and then I'm gonna buy it digitally. So because my partner she also plays video games and she's got her own consoles and stuff, and so we can game share. Because yeah, so I'm already buying it twice. This is where they're gonna come out and be like, yeah, it's £200. I'm gonna be like, do you know what? I'll buy it once.
Yeah, wait for it to come down a bit.
Yeah, I'll buy it once. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. But yeah.
Okay.
Dan, you want to hit us with yours?
Yeah, so mine is that looking at game reviews can be a waste of time. Purely because if I look at a game review for Dark Souls, for example, and it says, "Oh, the fighting's dead good, and you can do this and you can do that." I know in my heart of hearts that if I played Dark Souls, I would have a terrible, terrible time, just because looking at it, I know it's not my type of game. But then, in the same
Yeah.
vein, if I looked at, Animal Crossing, and the person that reviewed Animal Crossing didn't like Animal Crossing, and they gave it a really bad review, that doesn't mean that I wouldn't like it. So I
Mm,
Yeah.
think knowing yourself what games you
mm.
tend to enjoy is more important than the review. Because like Kingdom Come Deliverance, it's popped up in the podcast again. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I never looked at any reviews for that. I saw one video and immediately wishlisted the game on a
Mm.
PS5 and then bought it day of release. Because I knew like medieval RPG, historically fairly accurate. Happy days, I'm gonna love it. But I want to know what you guys think because I know.
I would say Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a perfect example of a game. Like no review saying it's no, literally just me. Just like, but I
Yeah,
say things 5 years down the line. Next month you're gonna see me playing it, maybe.
yeah,
But that's, but like for example, like when people ask me on the live, are you gonna play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and stuff? I'm like, nah.
yeah,
It just looks it looks long. It looks great. It looks awesome. It looks
yeah.
beautiful. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's not your type of game, and that's fine.
Is it first person, right?
It is, yeah,
So like, oh yeah, so like first person, and it's like sort of like you see the sword go like sort of just
yeah.
yeah, like Skyrim. I don't like that style. I just know that I don't like that style. But here
Yeah.
we are. I didn't like Assassin's Creed before, and I'm playing it.
Yeah.
And I
Did you
was
say
also
you
the same.
played Black Flag? Did you say you played Black Flag, or you're going to
No,
play
not
Black
yet.
Flag?
Yeah, not. I'm
Right.
going to. Yeah,
I'm not going to spoil anything, but
yeah,
take away that it's an Assassin's Creed game.
yeah.
I firmly believe that it is the best pirate game ever made. So
Okay. Yeah,
enjoy
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You will. It's a masterpiece. I love it. But sorry,
Like
go on, continue.
yeah, no, 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 that's all right. I mean, I'm not really a pirate guy. Like
Mm,
honestly, I'm not really a pirate guy, but
Yeah.
I'm enjoying AC3, which got pirate elements to it.
yeah,
I'm sailing a ship at the moment,
yeah,
and I'm enjoying that. And despite people say I'm not a pirate guy, but I couldn't get into Black Flag, I don't take opinions anymore from like chat or anything like that. I just know that it could grow on me. It can grow on
yeah,
me. So like even
exactly.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The thing is, I couldn't play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 by itself. I need to play number one and then number two. So same thing with Death Stranding.
Yeah,
I can't play Death Stranding
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Of
I
course.
have
Yeah.
to play one and then two,
yeah,
which is
Yeah. I
my,
love.
my
Yeah.
issue as well. I think that was the reason. I think that goes to your question, Poet, about how do I know what game I will play, or do I plan it and stuff like that.
Next. Yeah.
I think if I'm gonna play Dark Souls, I'm gonna have to play all three. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I play Elden Ring, I'm gonna have to play Shadow of the Earth Tree, stuff like that. I've got to do trilogies, or I've got to do themes, I've got to do collections.
Yeah.
That's it.
Love it.
But yeah, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is an example as to what in my head I'm saying I'm never gonna play, but I can
mm,
end up always playing it and then loving it, just
yeah,
like Assassin's Creed.
yeah.
It's
See,
your taste.
I'm like that with Dark Souls as well. Like I say that I'm never gonna
Yeah,
play it,
yeah.
but to be fair, if chat genuinely said like, listen, if we get you to X amount of subs or whatever, would you
Mm,
play Dark Souls? And I'd be like,
mm.
yeah, go on then.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give it a go for
Especially for someone who's new to it. Trust me, someone who's new to it, they love the Souls community love to guide you. They
oh,
love to
like
guide you.
yeah,
They would love to like,
Yeah.
oh, don't spoil this, but here's a little tip. Here's a little tip. Or
Yeah.
they let you go in blind, and they love to see it. Trust me.
the
For
reactions, yeah,
someone new, is they would love to see it. Yeah, they
yeah,
love the reactions. They just love the panic. They love the fact like, cool, you're in this world. You can go that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. You can go
yeah,
anywhere, 360,
yeah,
and the map is yours to figure out. Like Elden Ring, you're never gonna know where to go.
yeah,
You're
Yeah.
not gonna know to skip that boss. You're gonna try to skip that boss, and you're gonna feel defeated a million times, and then probably one day it's gonna click to say, "Ah, I need to come back to him when
yeah,
I'm much
Yeah.
stronger." So that's the beauty of the Souls games. I'm literally you're literally me before Souls games, Dan. You're literally me. I
Yeah.
grew to understand it. I grew to understand that
yeah,
that's the beauty is in the pain. The beauty
yeah.
is in the patience. The beauty
I
is in
feel
the
like I'm
rage.
getting persuaded, and I don't know
You
if I
know,
like it or not.
it, even for me, it creeped up on me as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think I will
I
play
hope
it eventually.
if you do try it, have a ball with it.
sure.
embrace the intensity, embrace the loneliness in the game.
Mm.
It's more of a
It's
lonely game, yeah.
it's either gonna go one. It's gonna go one of two ways. It's either gonna be I play it once, I am
Mm,
so bad at it, and I really dislike it that I never play it again,
mm, mm.
or I play it once and it overtakes Kingdom Come Deliverance, my favorite game ever. Like it's gonna
Oh.
go one of two ways,
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
But we shall see. But Lazy, do you have a gaming hot take that you'd like to share? Or do you want to piggyback on either of ours or add a bit more opinion
Well,
maybe?
whilst you think of that, I've
Mm,
actually got a follow up to Dan's one, right?
amazing.
And so I don't know if you'll remember this, but I hopped into one of your lives. You were playing Mafia the Old Country, right?
Yeah.
And I messaged I dropped a message in chat, and I was basically like, "What do you think of this game?"
Mm,
Right? And you were like, "Yeah, no, it's good, 100%." And literally came off, hopped in the car, and went and bought it. And that's because all the reviews, I was reading the reviews, and some of them were like, "Oh yeah, it's a great game." Other people were like, "Do you know what? It's not what I would have wanted."
mm,
Blah blah blah. And I was like, "This, there's too many mixed reviews." So I'm gonna go
mm.
to someone that I know will give me it straight,
Yeah,
and that I respect. So
yeah.
yeah, when I hopped in and you were like, "Yeah, go get it," went and got it, and honestly, it's one of my favorite games that I've played in recent times.
It's amazing. It's
So
great.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
I
like
still
to that
need
hot
to
take,
get through it.
yeah. So on that hot take, I fully agree. I feel like game reviews a lot of the time are a waste of time, and
Yeah,
I'd
you're
rather
right.
go to
Yeah.
someone that I know knows gaming, right, and has very similar taste to myself, and be like, "Yo, is this good or not?"
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, even if they change up the formula, like people just don't like change just for the sake of it. In fact, the fact it's
Yeah,
change, you know. So, I mean, I don't like it when a game changes their controls between like
Yeah.
within the franchise. I hate that. It's like I have to remap it in my head anyway. But
yeah,
remapping a style. So like when Mafia 4 said we're going more story based, like linear,
yeah,
you know, they told everyone before. They said they're focusing more on a linear path, more story driven, and I loved it. I loved how simple it was. I loved
yeah.
how
Same.
to the point it was, and like how much how less open world it was. I think it's more, especially
Mm.
at that time, it was refreshing. It
Yeah.
was refreshing. The fact
Yeah,
it was like less open world amongst a lot of open world stuff. And yeah, it was just a good Italian game, man. Italian mafia game. Loved it. Loved it.
No.
Doesn't have to be a masterpiece. You just enjoy it.
no,
Enjoy
exactly.
it
Yeah,
for
it
what it
just
Exactly.
has
is.
to be
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Hmm.
100%.
And obviously it didn't claim to be a masterpiece anyway. Like it's not saying, oh,
no,
this is a £60 game. No, we bought it for £40, £45.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like on the PS library, it was like 45.
Yeah.
That's like average. That's a humble price. It's a humble price.
yeah,
Yeah.
Modest. Anyway,
I
I think.
mean,
Mm,
sorry, on sorry to
mm.
cut you off. On
No,
that
no, no. It's fine.
vein, obviously, work with them a lot. Someone I trust for game recommendations is Poetic.
Mm.
And almost every podcast he was saying, Ghost of Yote is amazing, Ghost of Yote this, Ghost of Yote that. And I was like, I played Ghost of Tsushima. I know what it's about. I didn't like it. I'm not going back to it. Then I got gifted Ghost of Yote for Christmas by mum and dad, and
Oh,
thought,
sick.
do you know what? I've basically got this for free.
Mm,
Let's give it a go. Let's see what it is. And it was one of the first games in a while that I played off stream because I had like a 2 week break over Christmas from any content, which is quite a nice time. And I sat down, played it, and 5 hours passed. And my fiance came up, knocked on my door. I was like, "Are you still alive? Are you okay?" And I was like, "But this game is. I'm not even past like I haven't even climbed, Mount Yote, but I was just
yeah,
exploring. Like it was just.
yeah,
it's
I need
beautiful.
to get back into it. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous game. I've got Mafia the Old Country and Ghost of Yote are games that I will complete this
Mm,
year. Platinum maybe, complete definitely. I think.
Well, do you know what? To that vein, right? Like, I remember like with Astrobot, right?
Hmm.
I'd tell people, I'll be like, no, like Astrobot, best game I've played, and people
Mm,
like this year, and people be like, oh, what about like Black Myth Wukong? What about this? What about that? And I'm like, look, play it. And everyone will be like, no, it's a child's game, or this or that. And then they'll turn around and they'll play it and they'll be like, do you know what? That game is special. And I was
yeah.
like, that's literally like I bought it and I told my partner, I was like, look, I'm gonna buy Astrobot. Like I'm super excited for it. Do you want me to get it digitally? I would personally get it physically. I'm a physical collector.
Hmm.
But she was like, oh no, I'm not interested in that shit. Literally her own words, right? I was like, cool, fair enough. Bought it, sat down, popped into the PS5, was playing it, was going, oh shit, when I die and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And then I could just see her staring at the screen. Yeah. And then she would also be getting into it. She'd be like, oh, how did you miss that jump? Blah blah blah. Then I've gotten up, right? I've gone to the toilet. By the time I've come back, she's logged me out, logged herself in, and she was sat there playing it. Bear in mind, this was like 8. She didn't come off the PS5 until about like 11 p.m. And she was obsessed. She was like, no, this is such a sick game. So yeah. Another one I would highly recommend to everyone.
Astrobot.
Yeah,
Astrobot.
it's so
Yeah.
good.
I still need to
And
play that. Yeah.
anyone who says it's a child's game has not played the bloody shape levels. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like a child would be a lot better. Like,
Yeah.
reflexes.
Oh yeah, probably. I haven't played it yet. You know.
Honestly, mate,
Highly recommend.
I hadn't played it for ages, and I'm currently playing it on stream. It's the game that I play on a Wednesday, and
Okay.
one, I'm really enjoying it. People can kind of backseat it, which is good, and it's even if people aren't into game and all that much, it's like say they come away from game, it's all the old like PlayStation 1 characters and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
quite like, and it's like it's very Crash Spyro type platformer where it's very
Yeah.
go to this place, rescue this person. There's no real story to it because there
Yeah, no,
doesn't
there
need to
isn't.
be. It's absolutely fantastic. So we'll move on to quick fire questions. So for this, for your benefit, Lazy, you
Yeah.
can give us a bit of background around it, but just kind of
It's more of a
as
direct.
as quick as you can. I think you've already touched on the first one, so should we leave that out, Poetic? Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you go first.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
I'm scared.
So best console.
PS5.
Ooh, okay.
What-
Ever.
Ever? No. PS2. I
Okay.
mistaken best console with favorite console at the moment. PS2 is my favorite.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
PS2.
like it.
PS2. My bad. Can we do that again?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. We can.
Okay.
We
Keep
can. We
it
can.
raw. Keep it raw. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay.
Keep
We're
it
good. We're good.
raw. I said
We're keeping
PS5, bro.
this in. We're keeping this in.
Yeah,
I said
100%.
PS5.
Um,
God damn.
your dream game.
Dream game.
So if you could have a game based on anything in any genre,
Bloody hell.
it's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, like it's a hard one.
Maybe what genre would you have it?
Uh, action realistic, like Red Dead 2, like
Okay,
like
yeah,
I mean, it doesn't have to be Western, but anything
yeah,
realistic and to like grungy and
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
I like it. I like
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, top 3 of your favorite games of all time in any order.
Red Dead 2,
Hmm.
Super Mario 64,
Yeah,
and I will say Ghost of Tsushima is in my head. Yeah.
nice.
Oof,
I like it.
okay.
Yeah. It's the first things that come in my head. It's probably not true.
Yeah.
Probably not as honest as
Yeah,
or as
that's
pure,
fine.
but it's
Yeah.
the first great games I really enjoyed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, they're the quick.
I've got one.
Go on, Poetic. Go on.
What's one game that you would never return to? Like
Ooh,
you've
what
played it, you
question?
tried it, and you're like, you know what? Nah, never again.
Demon Souls.
Really?
Demon
Oh,
Souls, yeah.
didn't expect
Do
you
you
to say
know?
that.
But that's funny because I saw some of your lives and you seem to quite enjoy it.
Did I?
Yeah,
What?
like obviously there were parts where you were like,
Demon Souls, not Dark Souls. Demon Souls.
okay, all right, yeah, okay, yeah.
Because there was parts of Dark Souls I enjoyed it, laughing. Demon Souls, I
Yeah.
hated the shit out of it. I'm notorious. I'm notorious in the chat for not hating it, for just hating it, and Wu Chang as well. Hated the fuck out of that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't like Wu Chang whatsoever. Yeah, I thought it was just I felt like it was a copy of. Tried to copy Sekiro too much and Black Myth Wukong too much, and it was buggy and yeah. Stellar Blade didn't like either. Anyway, sorry.
Ooh.
Okay, no, you're good.
I feel like they focused on the wrong things, sexualizing characters for no reason.
Yeah.
Boring music.
Do you know what? I mentioned this in the last podcast. I bought it, right? And then I played it. And I was playing it for like an hour. And then my girlfriend walked in and she was like, what on earth are you doing? Never touched it again. Literally, I've never touched it again.
Yeah.
Oh
I
dear.
was just like, yeah, no, can't do this.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Lastly, Lazy, do you have any questions for us?
Oof.
Absolutely anything.
Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What had inspired? Well, I can ask individual ones for both of you.
Yeah.
This is your time.
Anything.
Whatever you want, mate.
What inspired you, Poet, to start your TikTok journey, and were you on other social medias there before TikTok? Because you seem like you know your way around the camera and the and your content. So
thank you. Do you know what? It was I've always wanted to do it, right? But then I was like, do you know what? Like, I don't know if I should, blah blah blah. And then during lockdown, I was so this was like I had just gotten my PS5 and I had just gotten my Series X. And at the time I had like most of my consoles on display. And I was in a Facebook group where it was like, oh, rate my setup, right? So I posted a picture and I didn't think anything of it. And then like my phone started blowing up in the middle of the night. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it had like 2,000 comments and all of this stuff. And I was like, this is actually nuts. And then I was like, well, I'm stuck here. I'm not doing anything. Let me just do a review of the PS5 because they were like super hard to find at the time and stuff. And it was the work like it's still up on my YouTube, right? And it's the worst video ever. Like it was so bad. But I posted it and then like it got like it did okay. And I was like, all right, I can see where I've gone wrong and stuff. And then I just kept doing it. And then once we came out of lockdown, I kind of fell out of gaming for various different reasons. I had stuff happening in my life. And I was just like, I can't do this. I don't even enjoy gaming at the moment. And then got with my current partner, and she's a massive gamer, luckily, and she kind of pushed me back into gaming. And then my first video on TikTok was me. She bought me a Portal, right? As a present, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna get some accessories for it. And I was like, I've got nothing to lose. Let me just record the accessories and just speak about it. And I was like, I'll post it on TikTok just to see what happens. I shit you not, within a minute, I got 100 views, and I was like, fuck, this is a lot. And then by the end of the day, it had 20k views, and I was like, this is nuts. And then I started trying to reply to everyone, right?
Yeah.
And then I spent like 3 hours just replying to people, and I was like, this is overwhelming. And then she was like, look, you can talk, you're so knowledgeable. Like people will literally message me about games and stuff, like, oh, should I do this for my son, or like, what do you think of this game? And she was like, just do it, right? Just do it. And yeah, that literally because she said just do it, and I had already started in the past. I was like, fuck it, I've got nothing to lose, and yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Sick.
Sorry
Sick.
for like smiling through that, but when you said just do it, I just expected the Nike logo to appear.
Just to pop up in the podcast and
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, our first
Nike, if
sponsor.
you're listening, what a fair
Yeah.
sponsor that'd be.
Yeah, and the same question goes to you, Good Game. Then, what inspired you, or was there a game that inspired you to start, or
I
was it by
mean,
accident? Sometimes it happens.
no, I was playing a lot of Hell Let Loose, and this is like 2023. Like,
Yeah.
and this was the first game that I kind of I was very against online gaming, and I didn't not
Mm,
against it. I didn't really like talking
mm,
online. I'm naturally I'm. It probably doesn't show online, but I'm a very introverted person. I I don't go out to the pub. I don't really like. I like being in my
Mm.
house and like I'm
mm,
one of these. I'm paying my mortgage. I'm gonna use it. But this was the first game that I kind of thought, you know what, this game's built on communication. I'm gonna just try and talk a little bit more and put myself out there a bit. And I kind of thought, do you know what, I can talk. I'm all right. And you know, I'd be talking to people and they'd be laughing at me, like not laughing at me, like laughing with me, thinking I was quite funny and
mm.
stuff. And
Yeah.
I'd always wanted to do something in social media. Like I grew up with, I don't know if you know them, but like Nerd Cubed and Many a True Nerd and the Sidemen and
Yeah.
Smosh and you know all these different YouTubers. And I was always like, I reckon I could, maybe not to that level, but I could do it to a good standard. So I thought, you know what? Let's just start posting some content on Hell Let Loose. And it was all memes and just stupid videos that weren't even that good. But a few of them kind of picked up traction. And I think the video that I mentioned before is now on like 360k views. Obviously
Sick.
Crazy.
that's over 2 years of it growing. But I think in the first day that was up, I remember I was in work and I posted it at lunchtime, and I remember posting it, refreshing my phone, like refreshing my TikTok, looking, and it had 3,000 views in seconds. So like I remember showing it to my mate and kind of as a joke went, "This one's gonna pop off."
Yeah.
And then by the
And it
end,
did.
like
Yeah.
about 2 hours later, at the end of the day, I went to a mate. I went, you know that video I showed you? It's on 160,000 views right now. And
Nuts.
he was like, "So do you make any money off that?" And I was like, not yet." But I always think, imagine if that had happened when I had the creator fund and all that. But
Yeah, man.
you know, it is what it is. But yeah, and then it's kind of like evolved, and now I suppose my goal is to kind of see how much I can diversify whilst also keeping it safe and not pouring
Mm,
too much money into it to be, you know, like
Yeah.
being irresponsible. So like a good example, a shameless plug is the merch at the minute.
I was gonna say
I
it's a nice hoodie.
Yeah, I quite
Mm,
like it. This is one of one. This is like the original prototype. So Poetic's got one where it's like the good game
Sick.
down is just here.
Hey.
Um,
Yeah.
but
Nice, nice.
it's a print on demand thing, so I don't pay them any money. It's more of a when people buy it, they take a cut and I get a cut.
Mm,
You know, so it's like no risk, but I get reward if people buy. And
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's I always like the thing of like if people are gonna pay me money in any respect for doing content, it should be a like they get something.
Mm,
Yeah.
Like, because I'm sure you see it as well. There's the thing where you can subscribe on TikTok, and I had that for a bit, and a few people did subscribe, and I was earning money off it, but you weren't really getting anything extra, so it
mm,
felt a bit stingy, and it didn't
mm,
align with my morals. Whereas now on the merch, very
mm.
simply, if they buy the merch, I get money, they get merch.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
they
Yeah.
subscribe on Twitch, they pay me money, they don't get adverts. So I like how simple that transaction is, and
Yeah,
it's very, you know, upfront and forthcoming.
yeah.
So I'm trying to kind of see what else I can do, which is kind of providing value whilst also trying to scale this as a business. So I hope that answered your question of kind of
Yeah.
where I've started and got to, but that's my goal for the next year, I guess.
I was genuinely interested in both of you, honestly, and I'm
Nice
glad
one.
that I had actually the facility at the time to talk to you guys, honestly,
Yeah,
for actually the first time with you. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate
It's
you guys
Yeah,
brilliant.
having
no,
me on.
So, last thing, Lazy, just before we wrap up the podcast, this is your chance to kind of tell people where they can find you, promote anything that you're doing, where you stream, just anything you want to promote. This is your platform now to do that.
I appreciate you. Uh, First and foremost, I want to thank you guys
Yeah,
for
thank
having
you.
me on.
thank you, man.
Where you can find me, I stream mainly on TikTok
Hmm.
under Lazy Gamer, at Lazy Gamer, or Lazy dash Naz.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I go by Naz as well on TikTok. I mainly stream there 6 days a week. I have
Bloody
my links
hell.
to my Discord, my YouTube, my Instagram, my Twitch in my link tree in the bio of my TikTok.
Hmm.
So I'm reachable wherever you want me there. um,
I love it.
Apart from that, don't I don't have to sell myself. just
That's fine.
I'm
Well,
just yeah.
I'm going to do a bit of selling for you now. So I would
Please.
urge everyone to, and we would never urge people to go follow someone because it might not
Yeah.
be your cup of tea, but go and give Lazy a look. He's a good guy. He streams, as you heard there, almost every day of the week. He streams a big variety of games from Dark Souls to Assassin's Creed, and he is a powerhouse and a workhorse in
Both.
Work
yeah
ho.
in the workout in the content creation space is,
Yeah,
you know, if you want to look at someone who is, you know, if you're just starting and kind of things to do well, I would highly recommend Lazy. So go and have a look at his stuff.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you.
No, I
It's all right.
second that. And yeah, you've been such an amazing addition to the community, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
I appreciate you. Honestly, I don't know how to take these compliments.
No,
I don't know how to react. I'm just really been humbled.
No.
Honestly, I've been humbled.
you're good, man.
Thank you.
Okay, Poetic, do you want to sign us off? And Lazy, feel
Oh,
free when we do that to join in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God. I say this all the time. I feel like this is just the outro now, right? Where I basically say I need to get better at doing this. But
Yeah, it is. It's turned into it.
gamers and listeners and watchers on YouTube, thank you so much for spending the time with us. We've had a great guest in Lazy, so thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And yeah, as always, gamers and listeners and watchers, happy
Happy
Gaming.
gaming.
gaming.